Greetings from Dallas, Texas, home of AU Pro Hoops season number 2. We're coming to you live and putting a bow on the penultimate week 4 of AU Pro Hoops. It's Athlete Causes Impact Day, and we have a dandy in the second half of our doubleheader. As Team Smith takes on Team Sims, both teams come in 1-1 on the week and are looking to end the week with a W. What is AU Pro Hoops, you ask? Well, we've got 44 elite hoopers, an innovative scoring system that rewards positive basketball plays and dings negative ones. New teams are drafted each week by team captains. The top 4 point scorers are named team captains, and the teams play each other once over a 4-day span. With that, we welcome you inside the Fair Park Coliseum courtside, alongside the Hall of Famer. She is Cheryl Swoops. I'm Cindy Brunson, and we are so very glad to have you along the way. What a great way to finish week 4. We have Team Sims, we have Team Smith. Team Sims 2-0 this season against Team Smith. So what do you expect in this one?
Listen, the first game was a warm-up. I am so excited. You know what they say, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in the same season.
Right.
This is a shorter season, but this is going to be a good one.
Odyssey Sims and Alyssa Smith have been 1-2 on the leaderboard pretty much the whole way. Kelsey Mitchell has been a bucket. She is 1 3-pointer shy of tying a single-season AU record in that department. What has set her apart?
It's probably safe to say she will get that. But Kelsey Mitchell is just a walking bucket. She can score in multiple ways, but in particular, she loves the 3-point line. Left wing, right wing, top of the key, out of the gym, it doesn't really matter. Kelsey Mitchell can just flat out stroke the basketball.
Creates a nice inside-outside game for Team Smith with Alyssa on the block. Crystal Bradford does the same for Odyssey Sims, and she's been a walking double-double since she joined AU.
Yeah, I think Crystal Bradford came into AU season. Not a lot of people knew what to expect from her, but Crystal Bradford has made a name for herself coming off of another double-double, 15 points, 14 boards, and that's because she just plays so hard, attacking the basket, scoring with runners, crashing the offensive glass, not afraid of contact. Crystal Bradford has been a great light, a great addition to Team Sims, and I think Crystal Bradford is going to be another one of those players that if Team Smith is going to win, she's going to have to be big.
Woo! We will definitely keep an eye on that. Grab your popcorn, settle into your easy chair. Go ahead, put that remote control down. You don't need it. Lineups and tip next, coming your way on Bally Sports and the WNBA League Pass.
We weren't born for this. We were made, forged by the game. With every sacrifice and setback, we overcame. With the cameras on or the lights dim, we put the work in. We have stumbled only to rise again. And again. We've done things that they said could never be done. We've grown into the women we dreamed we'd become. And when we got to the top, we reached back to help the next one. We have earned our place with the elite, our space to be free. Every moment has readied us to take this stage. The game shaped us so that we could shape the game.
We are ready to go in the second half of our doubleheader as we put a bow on week number 4, the penultimate week of AU Pro Hoops. Now, Alyssa Smith is the captain for the team in orange, aided by Sydney Colson, Lexi Brown, Kelsey Mitchell, and Christy Bellick. For Team Sims, different starting lineup for Odyssey as the captain. Jordan Canada. Hello, Courtney Williams. Not going to come off the bench tonight. Neither is Essence Carson in the starting lineup alongside Jasmine Walker. Our pregame odds are sent to us by our friends at the Caesar Sportsbook, and they like Team Sims over Team Smith by 3.5. I notice Caesars has calmed down on those big old margins. I got them nice and snug now, within a 3-point bucket or so.
I think Caesars probably realized, too, that any given night, anybody can beat anybody.
Yes,
so
the competition has been super stiff. So we are ready to jump it up. We are so glad to have you along the way as we get ready. I cannot believe it is already the end of week 4. I feel like we just started this thing.
It is the end. It is the end.
And it is Odyssey Sims Group with the basketball to start. Our officiating crew is led by Tim Green, assisted by Chris Gormley and Simona Petronite. Courtney Williams with Lexi Brown in her hip pocket. Back to Essence Carson. That's a long 2, but that's nice.
That's real pretty. You know, and I'm wondering if Odyssey made the change to her starting lineup so she can bring some scoring and energy off the bench, bringing Jamaris Davis, Crystal Bradford off the bench for Team Sims.
Great point. Kelsey Mitchell off the mark from 3. Again, 1 3-point shot away from adding to her total, and of course 2 3-pointers away from setting a new single season AU record. And it's probably a record she would have had last season at AU, Cheryl, but she took that week off. You know, Team USA called, so you got to answer. Well, as somebody who has 3 gold medals, I know you took those calls.
Yeah, and even in taking that week off, she still had a nice season for AU.
100%. So Team Sims out to a nice little 4-0 lead, a minute into the game. Colson getting it to Bellick, down low to Sims all alone, finding Nalissa Smith. That's nice.
Well, here's the interesting thing. So when you look at Team Sims, they're playing 4 guards and Jasmine Walker, who could play as a guard as well. And for Team Smith, you have Nalissa Smith and Christy Bellick in the game. So on one end, you would think that Essence Carson will pull Nalissa Smith away from the basket, right? Because she's still playing on a bad foot. On the other end, Nalissa Smith should have an advantage in the paint.
We'll definitely keep an eye on that storyline, see how it goes. Right now, it's Courtney Williams at the line. 83% free thrower, no problem with the first one. She's been into double figures 6 times. And you know she's popular because she is wearing her 4th different color jersey already.
Yeah, it means people appreciate what she does and what she brings to her team.
Taking a look at the overall leaderboard. So this is commingling all of the colors that we have here at AU, as Smith has the nice finish underneath. And the color jerseys are denoted by who finished first on the leaderboard the prior week. So Sims is in gold, number 2 is orange, number 3 is blue, and number 4 is purple. So that's the different color range that we have here at AU. Walker is off the mark, ball bounces, Smith gets it to Lexi Brown. Everybody's got a smile on their face like, coaches say it's okay when the ball bounces on a rebound, but it can be unnerving. Smith almost lost her footing, gets the roll and earns a trip to the free throw line. A little shoulder flex. Okay, Nalissa.
She didn't shoulder flex a lot yesterday.
No.
But that deserved a shoulder flex. And right here is where Nalissa should have an advantage, is Essence Carson trying to defend her inside on the block.
Nalissa Smith is the top rebounder in AU. And she comes into this game 28 rebounds shy of breaking the single season record set by Tiana Hawkins, who won the whole darn thing last year. So it's 7-6, advantage Team Smith. Again, Team Smith trying to beat Team Sims, not just today, but for the first time in 3 meetings this season. Walker with time winding down. Mitchell almost coming up with the steal. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Kelsey Mitchell. So you can play some defense when you decide to.
Kelsey Mitchell, 24 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds last night. And she was feeling it from range, 4 of 9 from 3.
Probably has, if not the most, one of the most prettiest, pure three-point shots.
Courtney was trying to be cute and pretend like she didn't step out of bounds, but she was doing that right in front of the referee who blew the whistle. You out of bounds, you ran out of 94.50.
I thought he was going to let her make it for a minute.
It'll be interesting on this possession to see if somebody besides NaLyssa Smith can score. She's the only one to score for Team Smith so far. NaLyssa in the triple team. Off the mark, Jordan Canada has the rebound and is on the run, trying to avoid Colson. Kicks it over to Odyssey. Odyssey with Mitchell right on her. Odyssey, that was nasty.
Well, you know, Odyssey was not very pleased walking out of here with an L last night.
Kelsey Mitchell says, I want to answer, but I can't. Battle for the rebound, won by Mitchell. Mitchell leaving it short, and Canada's got the rebound. And it's a 4-on-5 for the team in gold. Williams, 3, that's pure.
The same spot that Odyssey Sims hit it from.
And just like that, Team Sims is on top, 9-7. Team Sims comes in again 2-0 against Team Smith this season, 1-1 on the week. And Smith and Sims are the top 2 on the leaderboard coming into this game, separated by 302 points. Smith to beat the buzzer, no. Canada with another rebound, and she is on the run looking for teammates in gold. Walker, 3, splash. Woo!
It's contagious.
Buckle all the way up. It's a 9-0 run for Team Sims. The lead 15-7. Kelsey Mitchell, stop, pop, no. Battle for the rebound, won by Odyssey. 2-on-1, 3-on-1 as Courtney Williams joins the party and gets the roll. And with that, Team Smith wants to talk about it. Woo! You talk about getting punched in the face. Man, Team Orange, led by NaLyssa Smith, has some work to do because Odyssey Sims is not messing around. She put Courtney Williams in the starting lineup. What a play.
The game is not the only thing we have passion for. And it's certainly not the only thing we have to fight for. Athletes Unlimited and Give Lively have partnered to build a program called Athlete Causes. Now, our athletes are empowered to bring the game they love and the causes they believe in together. At the end of each season, the bonus earned by each athlete is matched by the Give Lively Foundation and donated to the organization of their choice. The Athlete Causes program contributes over $150,000 across various charities each season, and that number keeps growing. The causes that matter to us off the field and the court now matter on too.
There's power in my voice.
When I use it.
To speak up for a cause.
To encourage the person next to me.
To help us hear the voiceless.
To represent my people.
To shine a light on the truth.
To show others what is possible.
To change the course of history.
To remind you of the power in yours.
There is power in your voice,
but only when you use it.
Athletes Unlimited Basketball is brought to you by the Air National Guard. To learn how you can serve your way, head to goang.com. You can always count on basketball players to bring it when it comes to fashion. Taking a look at images from earlier in the week here in AU Hoops. A captain comparison here, Cheryl. What jumps out at you?
I mean, it's no surprise that both of them are sitting in 1 and 2 on the leaderboard. But the points per game, Odyssey Sims at 25 points a game, and her assists is very impressive. And Alyssa Smith, I do believe her points would be higher than 19.
Right.
If she wouldn't have gotten hurt in
Wednesday
games 2 days ago.
Yep, I totally agree. That slowed her down. She still came in and scored a bunch on one leg, but I totally agree. She had 24 points yesterday, 18 of those 24 coming in the second half. So you talk about somebody gutting it out for her team. It is Alyssa Smith.
Yeah, and I got a chance to talk to her mom yesterday, and her mom was just saying, listen, she is going to play. Doesn't matter how she's feeling.
Right.
She's going to play.
She's a gamer. Lexi Brown able to hit the free throws. So that brings an end to the 11-0 run by Team Sims in gold. Still, Odyssey's group leading the quarter 17-9 with 5 minutes to go. Odyssey almost losing the handle. Shot clock getting very low. Canada shot, and that's not gonna go. She had to rush it because of the shot clock violation. So a defensive tone change by Team Smith on that possession.
Well, there's a reason why the facilitator, Simone Augustus, called a timeout. And it was like, listen, we gotta get this together, figure it out, and get some stops. Because defensively, they were just making it too easy for Team Sims.
Sydney Colson getting it back to the captain. Lexi Brown with Courtney Williams all over her. Smith kicking it to Colson, to Mitchell for 3. Splash!
Beautiful ball movement. Alyssa Smith, hurt or not, she is going to command a double team when she gets the ball on the block, especially with Essence Carson, because she's undersized. And when the double team comes, she does a great job of knowing where to kick the ball out to.
Odyssey Sims with a 2-point answer. Kelsey Mitchell now 1 3-pointer shy of setting a new AU record for threes. And she didn't waste any time to do it. A new AU record, 40 made threes in a season for Kelsey Mitchell. And her release is so fast. I know, her release is so fast, if you blink, you'll miss it. So Sid Colson is on the run. Team Smith, thanks to a couple of threes, right back in this thing. In and out is Colson, and Walker is there for the rebound.
Yes, Sid wanted that one. That did everything but go in.
3 minutes and change before the end of the first quarter. Right now, Team Sims with the lead, 19-15, and in line to win those 50 leaderboard points per player. Kelsey Mitchell does not agree with the call. A little flex from Odyssey. Okay. As she heads to the free throw line, let's take a look at Kelsey working.
Great pass from Alyssa to Sid, and Sid says, I know where my shooter is, Kelsey Mitchell. Nothing but net. And she doesn't need a lot of space to get her shot off.
Odyssey Sims and company up 21-15. Odyssey looking to add to that point total as she now has more than 600 points career in her AU history. She just joined the 500-point club last week, and hello, here we are, 600, no problem. So it is Team Smith back on the offensive. That's just a 2, but boy, it's pretty from Sexy Lexi. I'm so glad NECA told us that.
I know, me too.
I am loving that name.
Lexi might not be, but I am.
Hey, look, if NECA says it, I am owning that.
That was pretty.
Jordan Canada with the moves, trying to shake the bigger Nalissa Smith. Shot clock getting low. Courtney Williams is the mistress of the mid-range for a reason.
Listen, Courtney Williams starting this game out on fire for Team Sims.
Kelsey Mitchell leaves it short. Bellick trying to get the putback. No, gets it back out. Kelsey thought about the three, swings it to Lexi for three, and Courtney Williams is there for the rebound. Team Sims, 9 of 12 shooting and a perfect 3 for 3 from distance. And Crystal Bradford, who has made 10 three-pointers so far this season, is getting set to check in. Williams off the mark. Mitchell is there with Odyssey Sims to beat at the elbow. Wow.
She is so fast with the basketball. And to be that fast and push in transition and just stop on a dime and pull up, not a lot of players can do that.
Odyssey Sims gets the roll. If you like shot making, this is the game for you. Lexi Brown appears to be in some discomfort as she sits all the way down. Training staff led by head athletics trainer Natalie Trotter out to make sure that Lexi Brown is okay. I saw that she was in some pain. I didn't see what happened to her.
She said she got either elbowed or
the arm
pushed.
bar. Yeah, she's doing the arm bar. Reminder, she's out of Duke. Her cause is Girls on the Run International, as it is Athlete Cause Impact Day. Here is a replay of what made Brown go to the ground. One more look. Oh, Odyssey in the midsection, clearing some space.
So do you think that's an offensive foul?
I didn't hear a whistle.
I'm asking you, do you think?
Well, look, I wasn't a 3-time WNBA MVP, so I'm just going to step aside. Be sure and check out all of the brand new Athletes Unlimited basketball gear for 2023, including the AU Basketball Drip Crew Neck and the Every Moment Counts collection. Go to shop.auprosports.com to purchase yours today. Akila Mays has checked in. She was off the mark. Destiny Walker also on the floor for Team Smith. Jasmine Walker, nothing but net from 3. That's her 25th made three-pointer, Cheryl.
And Jasmine Walker, as if she needed to, but she has come into this season and made a name for herself, and not just from shooting the 3-ball. She does so many other things for her team.
Sydney Colson got to the basketball and then lost her footing, and she knew she couldn't touch it for over and back. So that's a turnover. Odyssey Sims and company will go back to work on the offensive end. So your players on the floor for Team Gold, led by Odyssey Sims. It is the captain, Sims, Bradford, Walker, Carson, as JC is called for the offensive foul. I think this is some of the most stout defense we've seen out of Kelsey Mitchell this entire time.
Listen, again, we talk about it being week 4. We're almost done. Everybody is trying to win. And Kelsey Mitchell, to your point, CB, has absolutely picked up her defense in this game.
She has won an MVP award 8 times, which is an AU best. Sydney Colson bouncing beautifully to the rim. Okay, Sid.
Great take, Sid.
Sid has been in double figures 5 different times already this AU Pro Hoop season. And I love how you called her out one day for no points, and then she scored 20 that day.
That I called her out?
Yeah, you're like, what's up, Sid? No points? Really? And she's like, watch.
Or you did?
No, that was you.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was. They don't listen to me. I didn't win nothing. I don't have hardware all over my house. No, they listen to you. You know, one of 11 players to win a gold medal, NCAA championship, FIBA World Cup gold, and a WNBA title. Not many have that resume, boo-boo, as Kelsey Mitchell hits another 3-point basket.
But I didn't have that kind of stroke, Kelsey Mitchell.
time winding down, and that is how the quarter will end. As Team Sims wins the first quarter 29-24, and the 50 points per player on the individual leaderboard along the way. Team Sims is cooking after one.
Sorry, that's inappropriate. All right, scratch that one. I should have just forwarded that to AU like this is a text, right? Shouldn't it be? No? Fans, how are you watching the game right now? We want to see. Show us your watch party. ASAP. Like now.
Welcome back to Athletes Unlimited Basketball. Courtney Williams has been the story for Team Sims in the first quarter, just getting it done, not coming off the bench, starting 9 points, doing everything. Nice little pull-up jump shot, also knocking down threes. A big reason why Team Sims is winning this game so far.
100%. When two players can combine for 19 points and we've only played one quarter, that's already a good day at the office for a lot of players. It is Team Sims on top 29-25, having already pocketed those 50 points per player for winning the quarter. The biggest way a player can move up the leaderboard is by winning quarters and games. So it is Team Smith with the basketball as we take a look at the overall leaderboard, and there is Odyssey Sims on top. She has had the #1 position on the leaderboard for 9 days. The record is 10, set by Tiana Hawkins, last year's winner.
Listen, there are a lot of things that could happen and can change where players are sitting on the leaderboard, but it's going to be really difficult for someone to dethrone Odyssey Sims from that top spot right now.
Jasmine Walker already 3 for 3 from distance. The three-point shooting ridiculous for Team Sims, 5 of 6. Sid trying to get it to Nalissa Smith, the captain. Shot clock getting low. Colson to Lexi Brown. Brown, nice job to separate and negate the length of Bradford, but can't get the shot to go. Here comes Canada. Carson for 3. Okay, Essence. Somebody is 100% healthy now, right?
Yes,
That's
no
the
doubt.
Essence that we know. She missed last week. Everything must be feeling really good. That's the most confident she has shot the basketball since
No
we started.
hesitation whatsoever.
It's great to see Lexi with her head down because she knows she missed up. And there is Crystal Bradford going coast to coast, breaking up, or rather adding to an 8-0 run now for Team Sims, up 37-26. It's these runs by Team Sims. Colson says, take that from 3. Colson with her 16th three-pointer here in AU. She's shooting almost 50% from 3.
Well, and that's something that they're going to have to do in order to help Melissa Smith offensively. Sid's going to have to look for her shot a bit more. Going to have to get something from Lexi. To your point, CB, Essence Carson is really feeling well, just stepping up, shooting it in rhythm. And Crystal Bradford, we talked about her in the open, pushing in transition, finishing strong at the rim.
So it is Team Sims on top 8-5 here in this second quarter and leading 37-29 in the game. But Colson all of a sudden has no problem calling her own number.
Yes, ma'am, Sid. Nice little pull up.
Bradford all the way to the rack.
It's too easy. Like, I know it's easier said than done, but that's the second time she's done the same move and gotten all the way to the basket for a layup. Gotta have help side somewhere.
Destiny Walker looking to get it into Nalissa Smith. Smith against Carson. Nice move, can't get the bucket to fall, and Essence is battling and tracking down that rebound. So the lead for Team Sims in gold is 8. Bradford 3, no. And Smith is there for the rebound, getting set to check back in for Team Sims, Kalaya Robinson and Courtney Williams. The lead 8 for Team Sims in the game and 3 in the quarter. Lexi Brown, back heel. Nalissa Smith, are you kidding me? Ooh, time for another season of Trees for Threes presented by our friends at Aspiration. For every three-pointer made during this year's Athletes Unlimited basketball season, Aspiration is committed to planting 10 trees. And Team Sims has understood the assignment, already with 60 trees planted, and Team Smith not far behind with 40 of their own.
Well, it's contagious.
Nalissa gets that first free throw to go. 74% from the line. She has scored in double figures every single game that she has played here in her first season of AU. How does she look to you physically, Cheryl?
I mean, she looks better than she did yesterday.
Okay.
But she's still favoring that ankle. And there's no way she's going to get 100% healthy, you know, in a couple of days.
Right. So the lead is 2 possessions for Team Sims. Essence Carson beating Rivers, but can't get the bucket to fall. Bradford is there for the rebound. Williams pull-up jumper. She knew it was short. And Rivers is there for the rebound. Can't say enough positive things about Lydia Rivers. Had an AU record 9-0 boards in week 3. Every time she's on the floor, she produces positive minutes.
She is another player, just plays so hard.
Taj Cole off from 3. Nalissa bouncing to Colson, and Sid is on the run. Nalissa Smith thought about the 3, puts it on the deck, leaves it short at the rim, but draws the personal foul.
And a move like that, like, it's nice, it's a great take. But for Nalissa Smith, that's a move that she would typically finish and draw the foul and go to the free throw line.
So it is Team Smith down by 2 possessions, but only down by 1 point here in the second quarter. So Nalissa can tie things and take the lead in the quarter from the free throw line. She gets that first one to go. Every player in our league has a running score, and points are awarded or deducted based on individual performance, but a player's biggest points boost comes from their team winning quarters and games. Right now, we're all square at 10 points apiece here in the second quarter after Team Sims won the first quarter. Smith doesn't get the roll, but look who's there, Rivers. It's an O board, that's what she does, and she's headed to the free throw line.
Lydia Rivers, like, you remember Dennis Rodman, right? Like, he just had a knack for the ball. Like, just knew where it was going to come off, and like, that's the type of player that Lydia Rivers is.
I still think she's vibing with Vatek now that they got a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. I think she's, you know, that's helping.
I'll roll with that.
Okay.
I like that.
Off on the first free throw. She played 4 years at Radford and then transferred to Vatek for her final season. And as we celebrate Athlete Causes Impact Day, she is playing for the Kay Yow Cancer Fund. So it is just a 4-point margin separating Team Sims and Team Smith. Courtney Williams in a little bit of trouble, getting it to Crystal Bradford, who tried to get it back out to Robinson, and Smith was there to break it up. Smith, a little hezzy, off the window and in, and an opportunity for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Now that looked healthy. Nalissa Smith just pushing in transition. Nice little hesitation, drawing the foul. Courtney Williams going to the free throw line.
Nalissa Smith already with 14 points and looking for more at the free throw line. Smith hooped collegiately at Baylor. She was just the 7th player in Baylor history with 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. And her Lady Bears won today, right?
They did.
Yeah,
it was a battle, but they pulled it out.
Okay.
It's that time of year where games are going to be a lot closer.
Represent Big 12. I'm not going to talk about WSU. You can't make me. Courtney Williams fills it up again.
They got in the tournament.
Yes, they did. Williams now into double figures with 11. Sims on top, 41-38. And Carson is there for a strong rebound. A healthy Essence is a fun to watch, number 5.
Yeah, because Essence Carson has a nice stroke as well.
Right? So it is Team Sims on top, 41-38, but it is Team Smith leading the quarter by 2. Do stick and stay.
I just feel like you're such an inspiration to so many people and for so many different reasons. But what advice would you give your younger self?
That's one of the hardest questions, right? I'm not perfect. I made a lot of mistakes along the way, but I feel like I've always been a person that you learn more from your failures and your mistakes than you do from your successes. Yeah. But through those failures and mistakes, those lessons that you learn make those successes a lot more like enjoyable, right? I think, you know, it's really hard out here for young kids, but especially young women, and then adding on young Black women, right? Black and brown women. So just owning that, owning my Blackness, owning being Black is beautiful, Black joy, all those things that I kind of struggled to feel and embrace until I was in my 20s. Really just finding out who I was in my core and owning that.
Well, I appreciate you coming to chat with
appreciate
me, Bob.
you
You know
I got drool and...
Okay. We'll hug.
Give a hug.
Okay.
sure we keep our head on the swivel. We cut. Sid is cutting like down the middle. Let's make sure we don't give up no easy. Just cut to the basket where Les is diming them, okay? I need it, 40. Ah! You know, when you get the rebound, go. Oh, no, I was about to say, don't throw it back. Remember, just always throw it forward. Hey, I'm listening to you in the ball screen. We want that.
Odyssey Sims continues to dominate here. Cheryl, how is she doing it?
I mean, when you look at this graphic, the field goals made, the assists, Odyssey Sims has played a part in every part of the game for her team.
Which team is she playing for in the W?
Yeah, that one.
Where is that contract?
That one.
Gracious.
She could absolutely make a difference on somebody's team in the league.
Any team. And especially anybody who, you know, we hear all the super team chatter between Las Vegas, the defending champs, and New York, how they've rebuilt and loaded up. I can't imagine that there isn't one of the other 10 teams that would go, yes, we need all of that scoring and passing and rebounding.
And leadership.
Right. Sims for three. Off the mark, battle for the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds and winds up with Team Smith. Christy Bellick ahead of the crowd. It's a nice little cherry pick. And just like that, it is a 1-point game with Team Sims on top, 41-40. This is a Sims crew that led by as many as 11 earlier in the first quarter. Bradford, powerful jump stop.
Okay, that's 3 times now. Listen, there is no
way. Whoa.
Okay,
okay. She is a 3-time WNBA Defensive Player of the Year. So go ahead.
Listen, there's no way Crystal Bradford can take the ball on the wing on the right side of the floor and get all the way in the paint and finish on the left side without somebody stepping up to help.
Just wanted to put brackets around the fact that when it comes to defense, you know.
It's simple basketball.
Yes. All right, so Team Sims with the lead, 43-40, but it's Team Smith with the lead in this second quarter, 16-14. Offensive foul is called against Alyssa Smith for using her hip a little too much to screen. It is time for what we love here on Athletes Unlimited. Unique feature, chair chat, and the one, the only, Essence Carson is mic'd up and joins us now. Essence, what did you have as a pregame meal, and are you going to have that every day the rest of the way? Because you look silky today.
Oh, thank you, guys. No, I didn't change anything. That's what a week of rest will do for you.
Oh, see, Cheryl, I told you.
No doubt. What's up, Essence?
What's going on, ladies?
Listen, it's so good to see you on the floor, though, healthy and happy and well-rested, because you have got one of the sweetest strokes. Seriously.
Thank you.
You know that, though.
A lot of reps for that. It wasn't always like that, but a lot of reps. So that just shows that as long as you work on something, no matter what age you are, it can turn out the way you want it. So I appreciate the compliments.
No matter what.
How old you are.
That part.
That part. You know. But yeah, it's a lot of reps. That's it. I had a lot of great shooting coaches. One in particular, Ivory Manning. The great Allen Houston.
Yes.
Okay.
Gave him to me. He worked with Allen Houston for a long time. So when I was in New York, and I came off that ACL injury, I had to think of ways to, create longevity in my career. Because I was a really athletic player.
Yeah, you were a defensive stopper coming out of Rutgers.
No, yeah, for sure. Slasher, pull-up jumper. But when you want to get on the floor, you're coming off of an ACL surgery and everything. You never know how it's going to turn out, right? Especially that first year returning to the court. So I just wanted to cover all bases. I wanted to be on the floor, so I'm like, okay, let me add something else to my game. Let's extend the range a little bit, make it consistent. So that whole period of rehab, I worked with Ivory. and I worked with him throughout the years. And I mean, Allen Houston, if you ever seen his jumper, it's pretty.
So wet.
Yes, it's
so wet.
It's so pretty. So I have to give credit to him for sure.
But you did the work, so let's give you some credit. That when you go airborne and the jumper flows, I'm transported back to when you won the title with the Sparks. It's like, boom, I'm just right there. When we look at the pro game today, it has changed in the time that you left Rutgers to today.
Yeah.
How has it changed in your opinion?
In my opinion, see, I'm from Patterson, New Jersey, so we play a lot outside. We didn't have like a lot of gyms, so you get a lot more flashiness to the game, what we're used to on the north, the Northeast. And I love to see it. A lot of times you have to know that there was a time and a place for it. Right now, you're getting a lot of people that have added that to their package, to their bags,
right?
And they're able to incorporate it into the systems and stuff that you see today in today's game. So I love what I see. I love the offensive flow of the game. I wanted to level out a little bit on the defensive side of things, just to make it like a really good matchup every time you step out there on the floor. But that's what you like about, Athletes Unlimited, because you're going to get both ends of the floor.
Yeah.
All right, because you do get points for getting stops, steals, blocks, and all of that. So that's what I love about this. But today's game, you got to give credit where credit is due. A lot of these young women have added a lot to their offensive package, and it just makes you work even harder on your game.
Well, last question. So you talk about the things that Athletes Unlimited does and brings. And today is our Impact Day, is causes. Yours is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Talk about that a little bit.
Man, a lot of times people get to these really dark places, and that's understandable, right? Life is hard.
Yeah.
But one thing that you always want them to remember, that there's always room for them here. There's always space for them here, and that if they ever needed something, if they ever needed someone, ever needed support, that support is here. And a lot of times, unfortunately, that message just doesn't get through well enough or quick enough, soon enough. So this is a cause that I am very committed to, because there's always space for everyone. Everyone's here for a reason, and I hate to see someone's time cut short just because of the tough times in life. So
well said, Essence. Thank you so much for the time. We know you got to join your team here at the half. Appreciate you jumping in the chair. Don't be a stranger. Come back and see us in week 5.
I got you.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
1.5 seconds on the clock. Ball goes out of bounds. Here's the scenario. Team Sims is winning the game 48-47, but Team Smith is looking to level up and win this second quarter, and the 50 points per player that go along with it, up 23-19 here in quarter number 2. So 1.5 ticks on the clock. Ball goes into Belek, and that is how the half will end. So it is Team Sims on top, 48-47, but Team Smith levels up and wins that second quarter, and the 50 points per player for winning the quarter on the roster. It has been a great matchup so far between two teams that are both one up and one down. We've got a terrific halftime show for you. Do stick and stay.
Sorry, that's inappropriate. All right, scratch that one. I should have just forwarded that to AU like this is a text, right? Shouldn't it be? No? Most likely to foul out within the first quarter of the game. Lexi Hall, didn't you? Lexi, didn't you? In the scrimmage? I'm gonna say Maya Hollingshead. Well, it's looking like Odyssey or Nas right now. KB, Kirsten Bell. CB, you did it, so I gotta just say you. Most likely to get hands during the game, Natasha Cloud. Oh! CC. Y'all are out of pocket. Tosh, or Ty, Tosh or Ty, PC. Most likely to join a reality TV show. Is this too obvious? Because Ty, if not Ty, Sam, or Izzy. That's such annoying behavior, me. Y'all are unhinged. Being a vet in this league, I just try to make sure that I'm like helping out the younger players, like talking to them, being vocal. People who maybe haven't played overseas a lot or haven't played pro basketball for very long. Just trying to teach them how to be a professional and, you know, like leave this league in good hands. I'm loving it so far. I have a lot of friends in the area, so some friends have been able to come to the games. My family will be coming down. Just recently I had a nephew be born, so for some reason that's more important to getting in my game. What's the weirdest thing you brought to season with you? Myself. Myself. Kelsey Mitchell, same from last year. She's got a boyfriend and they kiss in the mouth. Yeah! TP, Teresa Plaisance by far, and I haven't even played with her. I haven't played with them yet, but I've enjoyed like watching them flourish. Once I was on the team with them this year, I wanted them to play because I felt like they would be good in this kind of system, just getting to show more of their offensive skill set. So it's been cool to watch TP and KB thrive. I had to like convince TP. And so now that she's doing well, I'm like, you owe me money. However you end up by the end of the season, you owe me some money, idiot. I felt super vulnerable, so reading this is actually triggering, so somebody should be fired. That's a test. I was too tired to go back and find any film in the game, but I should have sent it in. Everyone saw you in your tighty whities. Those are just tights. They're not tighty whities. Those are just tights. I'm Sydney Colson, and this is the hot seat. Here it is. This one, baby.
I would say my style does complement my game, and a lot of people tell me that I'm really girly on the court. You know, I flick my ponytail out of the way all the time. I always have my nails done. My lashes are always done. So just bringing that, you know, femininity and, you know, confidence and being cute onto the court, I think, you know, that's my on-court swag a little bit.
Welcome back to Dallas, Texas, and the Fair Park Coliseum. We've hit the half on Athlete Causes Impact Day. The nonprofit partner receives a grant matching 100% of the athlete's season win bonus at the end of the season. So something to look forward to there. Right now, we're going to go into the game with the Air National Guard and bring you the best of our facilitators mic'd up Friday night.
Snap, oh snap, oh snap, oh snap, my bad, my bad. I got some help.
Go back, Mom.
Some help. Not on a rebound, some help.
What else to call?
Nothing, you call nothing and let them fight for the rebound. Yeah, tie on you. You gotta go to the block and post up. You can't let no guard you in no post. She playing, she not a post, she not a big. I expect you to go down there and bust up. They're clogging the paint, so they're clogging the paint on us, but we can still get to the paint. That's how we're gonna get the kickouts to our shooters.
Hey, rip stagger or screen to screener. Rip stagger or screen to screener. Keep dragging the guards, even if it's not to score, it's to give them some space and the ball to change sides of the floor. It's a good thing for us. Just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. You don't have the shot back two-man game with Nas. I like pitch. No ball screens, no step up. I like pitch game with Nas, okay? Because that way she can fake it, maybe she can keep it and get past their slower people. 0-0, 0-0. I don't want you to get close. When it gets to single digit, it favors the team that's behind because the pressure's on the strikes.
Try to match up earlier in transition, right? So what happens is we're getting scrambled so much that what happens is it's not the initial stuff that's hurting us, it's when we start to get into ball screen action and then we don't know if to switch or stay. Defensively, we're doing pretty solid, okay? Gotta close KB's, gotta close KB's stuff quicker, right? And then straight line drive, nail right there, okay? Hey, and Mimi, none of them are getting them. It's Alexi Hall. Like, that's who it is. So if we're matched up with her and she doesn't shoot it, just crush it, put a body on her, okay? Put a body on her early. As they come together, big drop and give her space and just let her through. Just let her through on all of them, okay?
It's going to be a marathon, okay? It's not a sprint. It's going to be a marathon. So let's play under control, all right? When we got it, we running, we pushing. But when we don't, let's make sure that we make them guard us, okay? This is our rebound. One and done right there. Yeah, one and done. Because if they get the rebound, it's easy to kick it out, and that's where they're getting their points at, okay? I really like the switch only because she got a good feeling and a good rhythm, I'm saying. All right, talk to me if you don't feel it. Hey, I'm proud of you, baby. The way to fight back, way to fight back.
Win on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Win. Here we go.
Season 2 facilitators bringing it, a big part of the reason why we started play here on Saturday with everybody having a 1-1 record. Shout out to tape AD Gretchen Shackelford, who gathers that sound for us and puts it together. That was amazing. If you want to see Athletes Unlimited basketball live in Dallas, great seats and player autographs and shoot on the court post game and more, all of that is available to you. Wednesday is a Friends Night Out game with 2 tickets and a couple of beers or seltzers for only $50. Buy your tickets today at auprosports.com/tickets. We're back with more from Dallas right after this. Do stick and stay.
This is what we've always dreamed of.
A place to compete.
Where we're seen and heard.
This moment right here, can nobody take this from me.
A platform to be unapologetically ourselves and celebrated for it.
We are the future.
The space to be loud.
Where we're resilient, ruthless, radiant.
Athletes Unlimited defies all expectations.
And only we know the determination it takes to get here.
This is where champions are forged.
No more asking, explaining, or justifying what we do.
Get ready, because this is our moment.
I really love kids and the youth, and I think it's extremely important to give back. And I think what Ronald McDonald is doing is super important, especially for kids who are struggling with illness and cancer. I actually am working on a project with them right now with the kids of creating an art piece to put on my shoes. I just enjoyed it so much with getting to know the kids and being able to, draw art pieces with them and getting to know their stories and their families. And I love that Athletes Unlimited is giving that opportunity to us athletes to give back to, those that need it most.
So cool to hear from Jordan, Canada, and as we reiterate that it is Athlete Causes Impact Day, what goes through your mind, Cheryl, when you hear JC so passionate?
That's who she is. That's her personality, and You know, to say she loves kids and giving back to the kids, that's exactly what Athletes Unlimited is about. See her, be her, but giving all these kids an opportunity to see someone that they can relate to in her cause is one that is very near and dear to her heart.
A reminder, the Athlete Causes program powered by Give Lively allows athletes to play their season in part for the benefit of the nonprofit organization of their choice. At the end of the season, the nonprofit partner will receive a grant matching 100% of the athlete's season win bonus. So it is so much more than just basketball here at AU Pro Hoops. JC filling it up, her team with the 1-point lead.
Throw this ball to them. You can throw that ball. All right, like launch it. Yeah, he gonna get it. Talk a little bit about your swag though that you bring. Cozy comfort. I love just being comfortable with what I'm wearing, especially days that I'm just kind of going to the gym and chilling. I'm gonna put a white tee on. It's hot today. I didn't get the memo clearly. You clearly didn't get the memo. It's hot today.
But by any means, you gotta pull the fit off.
You gotta pull the fit off. I feel like I'll pull off the cozy comfort, but you know, just sticking with who I am. I feel like I figured out my style and what I like. And kind of within that, just being myself and owning it. I'm a goofy kid from Broomall. Don't matter how much money we make, like that's just who I'm gonna be.
So talk about a little bit like where you from, like how that plays a part into who you are, and then just being in the city in DC.
Absolutely. I'm from Delaware County, Pennsylvania, Broomall, but that's 20 minutes outside of Philly. So all my basketball was Philly basketball. So I just be telling people I'm from Philly. Period.
Hi, I'm Lexi Hull, and this is AU Fit Check. When I think of my style, I try to think of it as effortless, comfy, and casual. On the court, I feel like I'm flying around, a lot going on, so I would say it's definitely different, but I'm trying to bring the casual onto the court this year, so we'll see how that goes. Hi, I'm Lexi Hull. How are you watching us? Are you on the couch? Are you in the car? Are you watching on your TV? We want to see your watch party. Tweet us and show us your watch party.
Welcome back to Fair Park Coliseum, Dallas, Texas. We are down to the final 20 minutes of week 4, the penultimate week of Athletes Unlimited basketball. And oh, what a nightcap we have. Team Sims on top 48-47. And we're all level as far as quarter wins after Team Sims won the first quarter, pocketing 50 points per player on the roster for that. And Team Smith answered with a win in the second quarter and the 50 points per player that go along with that. It is our Athlete Causes Impact Day, and we would like to welcome in a star from this season and in game 1 of our doubleheader. She is Isabelle Harrison for a chair chat. Izzy, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. You got a big old pretty smile on your face.
Well, y'all know this is my first time doing the chair chat, like, ever.
I know. Well,
yeah, so what's up with that?
Because I'm always in the game.
Yes,
I can't
this is
sit
true.
down and talk to you guys. I hate that.
Yep. But we are glad that you are here. I know that your cause means a lot to you. We ran the piece. But if you could share with the fans listening at home what you are all about on this day, in particular, the Impact Day.
So for AU, I basically was playing for the same foundation, and that's the Lupus Foundation of America. And lupus has just been so prominent in my family for as long as I can remember. And I was like, this year I want to dedicate it to someone specifically in my family, and that's my brother, Daniel Harrison. And right now he's currently looking for a kidney. So that's why I just try to play every game and do it so he can find someone to possibly find a match and a donor.
That is so unbelievable and just awesome on your part, you know, to just
thank you.
He's been a cheerleader of yours. You said he is your biggest fan and you want him to be a part of the joy of you hooping, and then at the end of the day, have some good come away from it.
Absolutely. And like I said, he is my biggest fan. He actually sent me a clip. Somebody scored on me. It was a shooter. And he was giving me advice. I mean, we won the game, but he sent it to me on Instagram, and I was just like, you're right. And he never got the chance to fully play basketball in his college career like all my other siblings. So I think he usually just, you know, taps into the game and follows me and my other siblings while we play.
Oh, we've got a picture up on the screen of you and your brother. So amazing.
Beautiful.
Right?
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
So, Izzy, we saw the piece in your game, the first game, and listen, I had to double check my lashes.
True.
Because I was tearing up. A beautiful piece, beautiful story.
Thank you.
A great cause. So, your sister Danielle passed away, right, from lupus. Your brother Daniel is currently looking for a kidney. And then I believe you said your sister Diane, she has lupus as well?
Yes.
My question to you is, because when you play basketball, you play with so much joy and desire and heart. Like, how do you help me with the word?
Compartmentalize.
That word. How do you compartmentalize all of that when you're playing? Because that's heavy.
It is heavy, but I think it's just so funny that you just said the word joy, because that was Danielle's middle name.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that kind of gave me chills
lashes.
when you said that. But yeah, just little things like that just, every time I talk about that story, something about her or my family just pops up. So that lets me know I'm on the right track. And honestly, I hope that just means we're on a closer path on finding my brother a donor. But you know what? I play because it makes them happy.
Yeah.
They could be going through whatever and feeling, you know, down or tired just from like dialysis or just overall fatigue with lupus, because it attacks your body, and they still find the time to support me in my dreams. So of course I'm gonna go out here and give it my all every time I get a chance to.
Well, and we know they're definitely proud of you. And I want to ask you this question. I don't know if you know the answer, because I definitely don't. Do you know, like, what the statistics are? Is it more prominent in African Americans? Do you know what the statistics are?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know the exact number, but I know African American women are like 3 times more likely to develop an autoimmune disease. And again, I'm one of 12, so that kind of matches up with the amount of people in my family that do deal with it. And yeah, like I said, I think we try to. My mom was an RN for like 20 years. She went to school at Vanderbilt, and that's how she met my dad, who's a football player. They were here last week. But she keeps us so conscious about our diet and, you know, staying in shape and making sure we're being conscious about what's in our body. So, because she knows we're predisposed to it. So, shout out to my mama.
Hey, Mama.
Ida and Dennis Harrison. Those are my mama and daddy. I love them.
Nice. And you look exactly like your mom. Oh, my goodness.
Everybody says that, and I know that's my twin.
Woo! Things getting spicy on the floor between Odyssey Sims and Lexi Brown. Sydney Colson involved as well. So we have a review, it appears, but I want you to hang on, Izzy, because this speaks to how tenacious things are getting here at the end of week 4 and how everybody is really acutely aware of where everybody else is on the leaderboard. You came through with 21 big points in the first game, and you know what it's like to finish top 4. Stand by just for a second. We're going to check in with our replay official. He is John Fullalove. John, what are we looking at?
We have a defensive foul on the orange team.
Okay.
And now we're going to look to upgrade that to see if we have a hostile act at the end of the play.
All right.
So we're just looking at.
So defensive foul on Team Smith with the potential to get upgraded to a hostile act. So Lexi Brown. I can't tell if she was just falling or putting a little sauce on it.
Oh, no. She wasn't just falling.
Okay. The Hall of Famer has spoken.
No, that was, yeah, they're going at it.
Okay. So Team Sims has watched Team Smith go on an 11-0 run. Let's check back in with John Fullalove. John, what's the verdict?
So we're going to take the 2-shot foul and upgrade that to a flagrant foul penalty 1 for unnecessary action on that whistle.
We get 2 thumbs up from the Hall of Famer Cheryl Swoops as John Fullalove and Cheryl continue to be in lockstep as far as these replays and calls go. So a flagrant 1 upgrade against Lexi Brown and the personal foul, and then Odyssey Sims to get the free throws to go. She got the first one, second one, and Team Sims will get possession of the basketball as well. So that's a nice way to stop an 11-0 run by Team Smith. Let's welcome Isabelle Harrison back in now that the fracas is over and free throws have been shot. Izzy, you have been playing so well this season. I mean, your string of double-figure scoring dates back all the way to last season. What do you think is different about season 2 compared to season 1?
I think I'm able to take advantage of the post play a lot more this year. And I'm also allowed to just stretch my game out and, you know, make the post guard me. So I feel like this year I'm way more aggressive. I wasn't that aggressive last year. I feel like I had a pretty good season, but I feel like I'm way more aggressive this year.
Well, I might agree with that.
I think you would.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with that. So, Izzy, when you look at the leaderboard, right? Melissa Smith, Odyssey, they've been like 1 and 2. How does Izzy finish 1 or 2? 1. How about that? Let's just say 1.
Y'all, I just gotta win. I've been getting all these points and doing whatever, but I'm just trying to get a win. Yeah, Jazz. But yeah, I think just stringing together wins, I think that's how they've been successful. But I'm huge on just, you know, team basketball. So I don't know. I think sometimes I get caught up in that. But overall, I just like having my teammates involved, and I want to finish better than I did last year. So we got, what, 1 more week left?
Yep.
Right.
And I just have to go after it these next 3 games.
And right now on the leaderboard, you are in the position number 4 to be a captain next week. Is that cool with you?
I wanted a little bit higher. I wanted that last game against Purple today, but you know what? I'm going to make it work.
Okay. I like that. So how is it different from when you're a captain to just on the team?
You know what? I don't feel like it's any different because I'm always doing stuff in the timeouts, talking during practice because I know how this works. And we have a couple of people this year. It was their first time being captain, and I was on their team. So I definitely was lending them a hand whenever they needed it. So I don't feel like it's too much different. And like we said, it's week 5 now. Goodness, I can't believe we're at week 5 already. We're just going to be out there playing basketball. So when it comes to being a captain, I'm taking over whatever just to make sure I finish the week out strong and the season.
All right. I think we're going to let you go, but I just have a comment, no more questions. And that comment is, thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for sharing your cause. And we are praying that Daniel finds a kidney donor soon.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, Izzy.
Thank y'all.
You make our job so easy.
Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all are amazing.
Right back at you.
Thank
All
you.
right, Isabelle Harrison. And as we get back to action, Team Smith with the lead in the quarter 14-9 and winning the game 61-57 as Melissa Smith and company trying to beat Team Sims for the first time this AU season. Again, thanks to Izzy Harrison, a shot of her and her brother. If there's anything you can do to help, please do.
What's up, it's your girl Ty Young, and this is AU Fit Check. I would say my fashion sense is tomboy, chic, swaggy, comfortable, fly.
Welcome back to AU Hoops, where Team Smith has the lead on Team Sims 61-57. Now, Team Sims had a lead by 11. That was in the second quarter, but now find themselves down by 4 because, Cheryl, they've only been able to make 2 of their last 10 field goal attempts. Want to let people know that the Unlimited Club provides great benefits, including weekly meet and greets and other league and player engagements, all starting at $20. Upgrade to UC Gold and get a gold box, which includes great items like an exclusive jersey and a Tosh Cloud bobblehead. Sign up today at auprosports.com/membership. So, Team Sims, just 2 of its last 10 from the floor. Is that just off shooting or better team defense from Team Smith?
I mean, it could be a little bit of both. I think Team Smith definitely came out to start this quarter to set the tone defensively, not giving them easy buckets like they did in the first half. And because they can't get any shots to go, they're rushing shots. And I think that's probably the biggest difference for Team Sims.
Team Smith winning the quarter 16-9. That's after winning the second quarter 23-19. So looking to make it back-to-back quarter wins. Odyssey Sims trying to get it to Essence Carson. Melissa Smith cannot believe she was whistled for a foul, and the Hall of Famer to my right is shaking her head as well.
I'm just gonna keep shaking it.
So
I disagree.
It's foul number 4 ticketed to the captain Smith. She's not taking herself out of the game. No surprise there. Courtney Williams pull up off the mark, and Alyssa skies to grab the rebound. Sid Colson gets it ahead to Kelsey Mitchell as Jordan Canada was right there to pick her pocket. Mitchell, baseline jumper, that's wet.
And that was pretty good defense by Jasmine Walker. Just better offense by Kelsey Mitchell.
17 points for Mitchell. Courtney Williams giving up the easy bunny at the rim and kicking it back out. Essence Carson puts it on the deck. She's not going to give up a lay-in. She hits. Carson now with 9.
I don't think Courtney Williams realized that she had a wide open layup.
I'm telling you, when a player in this league is somehow open at the rim, it's a panic situation because the defense has been so suffocating. They're just not used to it.
There's no way it's this easy right now.
Team Smith with the lead, 65-59. Odyssey almost lost the handle, gets it back. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Odyssey to Carson. Bunny won't fall. Smith is there for the rebound. And Alyssa Smith with 17 points and 11 rebounds. She is just a double-double when she wakes up in the morning.
And that had to be the easiest 2 points Alyssa Smith has gotten the entire season.
100%. Colson, Smith, and Mitchell have combined for 55 points. Sid Colson at 19 points. Her career high this season, 20. Williams, teardrop won't fall.
Yeah, I know we don't get MVP votes, but right now,
but you need
Colson,
one because you are in your feelings about these MVPs.
I need a couple.
Smith again, she's got 21, so you know we don't get them, but go ahead.
No, Sid Colson,
yes,
gets my first place vote without question right now.
Team Smith with the lead by 10. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. Smith also dominating in this quarter, up by 11. Essence Carson off the mark. Lexi Brown ahead to her captain. Oh, the fast break without a bounce is a beautiful thing. Smith has 23.
What a pass by Lexi Brown.
Odyssey Sims can't sneak it in. Here comes Team Smith looking for more. Colson bouncing to Brown. Lexi pulls it back out. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Team Smith up by 13. Make it 15. Kelsey Mitchell, stop. Oh my. She's got 19. Yeah, I'd smile big if I were you too, Kelsey. Dang. Odyssey Sims at the rim. The shot making is elite. I keep getting on social media and saying, hey, if your favorite team like mine, Washington State, has lost in the NCAA tournament, come watch AU so you can see where your favorite player is going to be hooping next season, because AU is it. Alyssa Smith tied up by Jordan Canada.
And Lexi Brown just getting out in transition. One dribble, sees Alyssa Smith running the floor and gets it to her right on the money. Kelsey Mitchell in and out, one-handed finish to the rim. That is stanky.
Team Smith on top, 73-61. Alyssa Smith looking to add to that total. And I get that Alyssa Smith and company really want to win this game and beat Team Sims for the first time this season. But a glaring stat just handed to me by John Marchioni, stat guy extraordinaire. 73 points, now 74 for Team Smith. And of that total, 1 has come from the bench. 1.
Well. And you know, typically I would say you got to have some bench production.
Right.
You have to. But when your starters are getting the job done and you have a fairly comfortable lead, If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So far, so good for Team Smith. Odyssey finds a seam and gets the roll. So Sims now has 19 points to go along with 2 rebounds and 3 dimes. Time winding down here in the third quarter. Under a minute to go. Team Smith dominating this quarter, in line to win that 50 points per player. And Cole coming through with the cardinal sin of fouling the 3-point shooter. The Hall of Famer, Cheryl Swoops, shaking her head.
I mean, that's a cardinal rule. You don't foul. Well, you don't foul a shooter, period, but you don't foul a 3-point shooter.
So Lexi Brown to the free throw line, where she shoots 75%. The new Athletes Unlimited Fantasy League is here. Sign up today, play for free, be your own captain, draft 4 players this week, and compete on the leaderboard to earn prizes. Create your team today at auprosports.com/fantasy. There is just 1 more week to play. We are down to our final week. The draft will happen tomorrow at noon on the AU Sports YouTube channel, as we are about to wrap up season number 2 of AU Hoops. Inside to Carson, spinning, and they're gonna ticket Smith for her 5th personal foul. She leaves her hands in the air like, what did I do?
Here's what I would say to Melissa Smith in that moment.
Okay.
Whether you fouled or not, don't put yourself in that position.
I feel you. Let Carson have the basket. You've got a comfortable lead. You're dominating here in this third quarter. And now she might have to make a decision with 5 personal fouls to whether she's going to start the fourth quarter or not. Melissa Smith with 25 points and 13 rebounds. Essence Carson gets the free throw to go. Carson now into double figures with 10. And it is Nalissa taking herself out of the game, explaining to her group, look, I had my hands straight up in the air, and the referee didn't care. I wonder if she rapped it, like, I had my hands in the air and the ref didn't care. I know, right?
But I'm watching.
I'll ask Essence. She does the music.
Yeah,
I'll ask her.
And good at it.
Right?
But I'm watching the interaction with Simone Augustus, the facilitator for Team Smith, and Melissa. She comes out of the game. Simone is saying the same thing I said.
Of course.
Like, just don't put yourself in that position.
Yeah, you guys would have the same opinion because you both won 4 WNBA titles.
I don't have a statue, though.
You don't have a statue.
No.
But you do have a lot of hardware. Is that your shout out to Texas Tech to get it together?
I mean,
you did score 47 points in the title game to seal the deal. And on campus, that statue is gigantic in Lubbock. Like, it takes up all of the oxygen.
The trophy?
Yeah, the trophy is ridiculous.
Beautiful.
Odyssey Sims somehow maintains control and earns a trip to the free throw line.
Odyssey can just do some crazy things, not only with the ball, but with her body.
Right? So Odyssey Sims with 19 points, looking to make it 20 and 21 here, but her team has some work to do. Taking a look at the overall leaderboard and just the top 10 spots, and Odyssey Sims has had a vapor lock on that top spot for the last 9 days. But does that change today if Odyssey doesn't win this game and or some MVP points that go along with a good day at the office? Because right now, with this quarter ending, it is going to be Team Smith winning the quarter and the 50 leaderboard points per player that goes with winning the quarter. So that's 100 quarter points in the back pocket of a player like Nalissa Smith, who started this night in Dallas in second place on the leaderboard. Drama at AU.
Shout out to all of my Michigan people, whether you're in the stadium or just watching this game. I appreciate the support from my Michigan days to the Dream days and now with Athletes Unlimited. You are very much appreciated, and I love you guys. Go Blue.
Hey, Alicia Gray here. I just want to send in a special shout out to all the Gamecock fans. Just know I really appreciate you and thank you for tuning in.
Hey Bulldog Nation, it's Taj Cole.
Thank you for tuning in. I can't wait to continue to represent you on the court this year of Season 2 of Athletes Unlimited.
Given our choices, we using our voices, helping the voiceless. We stand for a cause, not fighting for straws. We changing the laws, we give it our all. It's a bigger picture, we paint the walls. We are unlimited. Look at the game, we changing it all. We unified on the front line for the one time, cause it's one grind, no divide. When we ride, use one voice, then we shine. Stand up now, unannounced.
Essence featuring Steph Trivison with Every Moment Counts. So delicious. A reminder, if you are curious about how these teams get drafted, tune in to the live Athletes Unlimited draft tomorrow and see for yourself. It's our last draft of the season. Find out where all of your favorite players land and what color jersey they will be wearing. Tune in Sunday at noon Eastern only on AU Pro Sports YouTube. Whoa, Team Sims has a lot of joy on the bench, considering what the scoreboard is saying. Team Smith on top 78-67, and I know you're gonna love this, Cheryl, as a defensive-minded player. Team Smith has held Team Sims to 0 second chance points.
Which is a big reason why they have the lead in this game.
Odyssey Sims cutting into that lead. She now has 23 points on 8 of 12 shooting. Her efficiency here in Season 2 has been staggering.
Yeah, it's been impressive.
Bellick off on a triple try. Battle for the rebound won by Mitchell, who spins and hits. She's got 21.
She's been impressive too. So here's the thing you worry about with Melissa Smith besides the foul trouble.
She's on the bench with 5.
If she sits out too long, the ankle gets cold.
Got you. Gets tight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely keep an eye on that. Essence Carson with the rebound. Tried to bounce to Williams, and Colson was there. Sid is feeling it.
Sid looks good today. She looks refreshed.
Right? She must have had some success with those TikTok videos. Like, that always puts her in a great mood. Mitchell, 3 to beat the shot clock. Of course, she's got 24.
I don't know why Essence backed up off of her. She was looking like, are you really gonna give me this shot?
You want me to do hand down, man down? Okay. Colson on the run. Odyssey to beat. Colson goes flying, as does Sims, who I think got popped in the face. There's our camera person, Jade Hewitt, who is terrific, with a front row seat to see all of this. So our head athletics trainer is Natalie Trotter. She's got her crew all over this, as both players have to be attended to. At this juncture, we hope everybody is okay. Sid is the first player up. And you know Colson is thinking, I need to add to my points total. Let me shoot these free throws. Odyssey Sims. Adjusting the ponytail. She too seems okay. But this is week 4, fans. The tenacity, the toughness, all of it is on display.
Well, you have Sid going full speed to the basket.
Mhm.
She was determined to finish, and Odyssey is right there chasing her down. Odyssey fouls Sid going up for the shot, and Sid's arm comes down and hits Odyssey in the face.
Right. Sid Colson with 19 points. She has yet to go to the free throw line. Now this play is under review for a potential hostile act. So let's check in with our replay official. He is John Fullalove. John, what do you have?
So we have a personal foul, shooting foul on Odyssey Sims on the run out. We're going to look at this play to see if there's a potential hostile act in retaliation from Colston as the ball was released.
Okay, you think these teams don't want to beat one another? This could be our second hostile act in this game, Cheryl.
I mean, I know she did hit her in the face, but I think it was just like a basketball play of her getting fouled and her arm just kind of flails. But what do I know? I don't know.
I'll tell you what you know. You know a lot. You were the first player to have a signature shoe, for Pete's sake. You know exactly what you're doing. Everything is getting adjusted as far as Odyssey Sims is concerned. Let's check back in with John Fullalove. John.
Okay, so in review of the play, we're going to confirm the personal foul on Odyssey Sims. And as the ball's released, it's inadvertent contact with Sydney Colston's left arm as she hits Odyssey Sims in the face. So we're going to have no other penalty on this play.
And 2 thumbs up from Cheryl Swoops. John, you've done it again. Thank you so much. The person to my right is always the happiest when the play call agrees with her assessment.
Well, only because when I played, I don't think I ever agreed with the referee.
This is your time to get right. John is loving that from across the court. We always have a good time with the replay official here at AU Pro Hoops. Colson now has 21 points as Team Smith has extended its lead. It's a 7-0 run as Team Smith is on top in this 4th quarter, 7-2, just like that. Odyssey Sims, doesn't get the roll, but man, what a move. Kelsey Mitchell looking for teammates in orange. Mitchell, the floater doesn't go. Battle for the rebound won by Walker. Your 5 on the floor for Team Sims in gold is Canada, spinning against Mitchell and draws the personal foul. Courtney Williams is out there with Essence Carson, Odyssey Sims, and Jasmine Walker. So it will be Jordan Canada stepping to the free throw line to try to cut into this lead by Team Smith.
I often wonder, and I can do this now because I don't play, but I often wonder if players, when they go to a ref after a call, if they really think the ref is going to say, you know what, you're right, let me change that.
Yeah, somebody needs to tell Ty Young that, because she's always got something to say.
And I'm sure I did too, but it makes you feel better though.
I tell you what, though, if you're a player like Jordan Canada and you never say anything and then you go say something, maybe that does have an impact. You know what I mean?
Well, for the next time, they're
right?
still not going to change that.
It's not going
call.
to change what was called,
Yeah.
true. But, yeah.
Agreed.
Sid Colson with the moves. Doesn't get the roll. Outlet ahead to Odyssey Sims. Whips it over to Courtney Williams. Mid-range off the mark. A foul on the rebound. They're going to get Odyssey Sims. And so the ball will go the other way as Team Smith will have an opportunity to add to its lead.
Sydney Colson, that last layup, she was just looking like, I did all the hard work and I can't finish.
Right? Colson with 21 points, a career high for her this season. her previous career high 20. Mitchell leaves it short. Williams is there for the rebound and is on the run. 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Odyssey just overthrowing Essence Carson, and she knew it right away because Odyssey has been a dime, leading the league in assists at better than 7 a game, almost 8.
Yeah, she just overthrew Essence Carson.
Kelsey Mitchell with some daylight. She's not going to miss from there. She's got 26 to lead all scorers. Mitchell, Colson, and Smith have combined for 72 of the 87 points scored for Team Smith. Jasmine Walker earning a trip to the free throw line.
Listen, Kelsey Mitchell has been beautiful to watch, just splitting the double team. Instead of coming off the screen, she splits the double team, gets all the way to the hole with a beautiful finish.
Walker has been the best free throw shooter in the league, comes through there. The final week of Athletes Unlimited basketball comes your way Wednesday. Another doubleheader. Our coverage starts at 6 Eastern. Be sure to tune in and see how the final week unfolds on the WNBA League Pass and the Women's Sports Network. So the encouraging news, if you are Team Smith in orange, is that Nalissa Smith and her double-double with 25 and 13 has been on the bench in foul trouble, and yet you still have the lead here in the fourth quarter and in the game by 15 points.
Yeah, so they have a little cushion so you can give Nalissa a little bit more time before she comes in the game with that 5th foul.
So 87-72 is the count, an empty possession for Team Sims as the clock is not on Odyssey's side. She came into this game 2-0 against Nalissa Smith when both are captains this season. Lydia Rivers against Carson. Spinning, nice little floater.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Nice little turnaround floater.
Jordan Canada. If you don't stop ball, she does that every time. This is week 4, people. Get on board. JC wants to hit lay-ins.
And she's going to attack and get all the way to the basket.
Yes. 5 minutes to go, and Nalissa Smith has ventured to the scorers table to check in. Bellick 3, in and out. Walker with the rebound, and here comes Odyssey Sims and company. Sims all the way to the 10. The transition defense needs some help for those wearing orange. Team Smith with the lead by 2 in this fourth quarter, 11-9. Kelsey Mitchell. Odyssey Sims watching the shot go up from Sydney Colson. Rivers is there for another O-board. Lexi Brown 3, Hoop wouldn't have it. Odyssey picks up the rock and she is on the run. Odyssey, whoa. And she almost got that shot to go. Like it had good size on it.
She's so crafty with the ball.
Ooh. Nalissa Smith is getting set to check in.
And Lydia Rivers just going to work inside. Nice little turnaround jumper. Jordan Canada, if you don't find her in transition, she will eat all day.
This season.
Best players in the world with an opportunity to showcase the sport that they love. So good defensively at the net.
And the finish. Both liberos have made a difference again.
World-class plays here.
We got it.
The jewelry just sets the outfit off. It makes everything pop. Then we got the two-tone rollie. And I put that on backwards. So we're gonna put it on the right way to make sure the swag is immaculate. You see the vibes. And that's how I pick my fit.
Athletes Unlimited Basketball is brought to you by the Air National Guard. To learn how you can serve your way, head to goang.com. So awesome to see these incredible images from our penultimate week number 4 here at Athletes Unlimited Pro Hoops. We want to give a shout out to the Women's Basketball Hall of Famer Liz McQuitter. She is in the house and is part of a nonprofit called Legends of the Ball, Inc. They are all about making sure that everybody knows what happened before the WNBA. She was a big part of the WBL. That was a league that preceded the WNBA and actually came up with the design of the basketball that we see the W using today.
Yeah, we as a whole have to be better and do better with the history of our game.
Yes.
And Liz McQuitter and Legends of the Ball, they do a very good job of making sure the information is out there for all of us.
100%. And not in addition to being a great player, she coached for several decades as well. She knows more about basketball than I can ever hope to know. And it was so great a couple weeks ago with Athletes Unlimited to go out to the oldest HBCU here in the state of Texas, Paul Quinn College, and speak to the young hoopers there and interested students and student athletes on campus to learn more about Legends of the Ball.
Yeah, and Liz was there, to your point, doing a really good job of explaining what it is and talking to all of the young ladies who were in attendance about the same thing. We have to know our history.
And it's funny because she was also talking to the current W hoopers, right?
Yes.
Like,
yes,
we played with as much passion as you do today. There's nobody knew about us.
Listen, I had no idea where the design of the WNBA basketball came from.
Me
until
either,
then.
right? Love that you can learn something new every day, and it's so special to learn something from somebody special like Liz McQuitter. So it's Nalissa Smith back to the free throw line where she has been so solid. She is now 10 of 11 from the stripe, 26 points and counting to go along with 13 rebounds. She inserted herself back into the game when the lead in the quarter for Team Smith in orange got cut to 2.
Again, because every point counts, every quarter win counts. She is trying to make sure her team wins this quarter and each player gets the 50 points.
Odyssey Sims, pull-up jumper, no, but she earns a trip to the free throw line. And who is this foul against? Looks like they're going to get
saying not her.
Right, she just walks away and puts her hands down. It is Sid Colson, her third personal foul. That'll send Sims to the line. So here's what's on the line. Team Smith is trying to win this quarter and the game. And if that happens, it would be 150 quarter win points and then 150 win points for NaLyssa Smith. That would be 300 in the bank. Boom. She was only trailing Odyssey Sims by about 300 points coming into this game. You factor MVP voting that might go in favor of NaLyssa Smith for the first time this week, and we might have a new person in the top spot heading into week 5. Taking a live look at the leaderboard, there they are, 1, 2. Sims has had the top spot for 9 days, and another and one opportunity for NaLyssa Smith as she is padding her stat points and earning another trip to the free throw line. Thank you, NaLyssa, for understanding the narrative.
Beautiful pass. That's nice. NaLyssa Smith just finishing strong at the basket.
How hyped are Fever fans right now?
I'm hyped for them, even if they're not. Listen, we're talking about the top 2, Sims and Smith, but Kelsey Mitchell has an opportunity to move up to the 3rd or 4th spot.
She will pocket the win points, and she might be in line for some MVP consideration as well. So Odyssey Sims sinks the jumper as she is out to help her own cause, now with 31. She had a career-high 37 earlier this season. So that's in play. Kelsey Mitchell off the mark from 3. Battle for the rebound is won by Walker. She gets it out to Canada. So with 3 minutes to go, it is Team Smith winning this quarter. Canada, if you don't stop ball all day long, she loves shooting lay-ins. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and the thing is, you cannot pick Jordan Canada up when she gets to the three-point line. It's too late.
It's done. It's over.
Yeah, you have to meet her, at least meet her at half court and try to slow the ball down.
Yes, and then Sims coming through with the steal and the finish. So Odyssey Sims with 33, 4 shy of her AU high this season of 37. So now Team Sims has taken the lead in the quarter, 19-16. So all of those quarter win points, the balance has shifted to Team Sims. 50 points per player on the roster for winning the quarter. Team Sims won the first quarter. Team Smith and Orange won the second and third. Colson is off the mark at the rim. And a foul right as the shot went up. They're going to get Courtney Williams, but Jordan Canada is saying, hey, the shot clock expired before the foul, so this is interesting. We got some things to sort out. Courtney Williams is like, shot clock. I don't have to play defense no more. Shot clock.
So, yes, the shot clock went off, but I think the ref called a jump ball before. Actually, I think he called a foul.
Well, let's take a peek here.
I have no idea. It's so close.
NaLyssa Smith is at the free throw line where she has made a living tonight. Still some time on the shot clock. Courtney Williams comes in.
She's trying to figure out why NaLyssa's going to the free throw line. She's like, oh no, what are y'all doing? I mean, and these free throws are big if she's shooting free throws.
Because it will stop a 6-0 run by Team Sims. It will help Team Smith score more points in this quarter. They are currently losing the quarter by 3. So if NaLyssa Smith is going to take over the top spot on the leaderboard and take it away from Odyssey Sims, who's had a straight vapor lock on it for the last 9 days, she's got to win this quarter.
Yeah, she needs to win this quarter.
Because who knows how that MVP vote is going to go.
Well,
because you've been in your feelings about
We've
that,
seen how that
all
goes.
week. So Smith can't help her cause at the free throw line. Odyssey Sims with 22 of her 33 points here in the second half. Are you kidding me? And Sims is pleading her case like, look, Mr. Official, you got to help come correct. Tim Green, Chris Gormley, and Simona Petronite on the call for us here in Game 2. Smith leaves 2 critical points on the strike. 2 minutes to go. Team Smith on top in the game, but Team Sims winning the quarter. Jordan Canada back to the captain, Odyssey. 22 points in the second half for number 99. 3 on the way, no, and Lexi Brown is whistled for the personal foul. She's like, I'm a three-point shooter. I know that is a boo-boo. Don't whistle me.
I didn't see the foul on that one.
I wonder if they'll review it. Lexi's like, I know better. I know better. And so we might have a challenge here, because Lexi said, I got a piece of the ball, none of the player. So this will be interesting, because it could just be possession on the side instead of free throws. Odyssey Sims has been automatic at the free throw line tonight, where she's hit 10 of 11. Let's check in with our replay official. He is John Fullilove. John, what are we looking at?
So, ladies, we have a captain's challenge on the foul called on Lexi Brown on a three-point field goal attempt by Odyssey Sims.
All
right back with you.
Thank you so much. Let's look at the replay. Cheryl, your thoughts?
Well, Odyssey does a nice job of getting separation. So from that angle, I don't see where Lexi hit her, but
maybe it's the landing business.
Maybe, because I don't see anything else on that.
So we can have a replay here at 2 minutes to go, because nobody has used a replay challenge yet from Team Smith. And now we are looking at the landing zone. So did Lexi Brown get in the way of the landing zone? Team Sims on a 6-0 run over the last couple of minutes and have hit their last 5 field goal attempts to make things very spicy down the stretch.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
For me, it goes back to game 1. Remember, the player was just going by and wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because of the angle. So this will be very interesting to see what transpires on this call. Team Smith in orange winning the game 94-86. But in this quarter, it is Team Sims on top 19-16 thanks to a 6-0 run. And I tell you what, the shot making by Team Sims has been fantastic of late. Let's check back in with John Fullilove. John.
So, ladies, per review, we're going to overturn the call on the floor. Lexi Brown hits the front of the basketball, but does not make illegal contact with the person of Odyssey Sims. Therefore, we're going to have the ball taken out with 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Huge. Thanks so much, John Fullilove. Thumbs up, Cheryl?
Oh, for
Double thumbs up from the Hall of Famer. Hello. So that just changes the landscape in a hurry. 7 seconds on the shot clock for Team Sims instead of a virtual automatic at the free throw line for Odyssey with 3 shots. And so it is a jump ball, 7 seconds on the shot clock. If Team Sims is able to win this tip, Essence Carson does. Up and in. Essence Carson adding to her total. She's got 13. So a positive outcome for Odyssey Sims groups. They are now up 5 here in the 4th quarter. Kelsey Mitchell goes flying and will earn a trip to the free throw line. They get Odyssey Sims her 3rd personal foul. And Mitchell, who has been terrific at the stripe, just a couple of free throw tries, but nailed them both. 26 points and counting for Kelsey, who shoots 93% at the line.
Free throws are going to be critical down the stretch for this game.
Kelsey gets the first one to go, so the lead for Team Sims in the quarter down to 4. Team Smith increasing its lead in the game to 8. Kelsey, nothing but net. Now the lead is 9 for Team Smith in the game. The advantage 3 in the quarter. Somebody stop ball as JC drove through. Carson, 3, got it.
Oh, Okay, old school.
Essence has 16 big points, and Team Sims increases its lead here in the quarter, 24-18. This quarter win may help Odyssey stay on top of the leaderboard heading into the 5th and final week. Melissa Smith at the rim. She's now got 32. Carson in her bag. So in her bag, she done found the loose Tic Tacs at the bottom. Essence Carson with 19, and it's just a 2-possession game with a minute to go. Melissa Smith calling out the play. Shot clock into single digits. Colson, the turnover. And then Colson whistled for the foul, just trying to stop Jordan Canada from going down the floor. What a turn of events. Essence, hello. You know what this is?
Carson.
Chair chat. She better sit in that chair more often.
Essence Carson said, don't count us out yet. I see you, number 5. Yes, ma'am, right back at you.
Essence Carson with an AU season high for season 2 of 19 points. Odyssey Sims leading the way with 33. Matched almost bucket for bucket by Melissa Smith with 32 and 14. Jordan Canada comes through at the free throw line. She's got 8 dimes to go along with 8 points as Team Sims is on a 15-4 scoring run to make things nice and snug here in the 4th quarter. Canada gets the roll. So the lead down to 2. Team Smith once led by as many as 17, and now the lead is down to 2 here in the 4th quarter. Quarter points on the line. Team Sims seems to have locked that up by 9, but the game win. Colson delivers the biggest shot of the day for Sid. Wow. It is ruled a 2 on the floor. And now we're gonna review, because Sid says that was 3. I know a 3 when I shoot one.
Listen, and for her individual points, that makes a big difference. That's either 20 points or 30 points.
Sid Colson with 23, perhaps 24. John Fullilove, what are we looking at?
So, ladies, we're going to look at this shot by Sydney Colson to see if this is it was ruled a 2. We're going to check to see if it was a 3.
Okay, thanks so much. So Sid Colson either has 23 or 24 points. What do you see here, Cheryl? Oh, that toe's behind the line.
That's a 3.
That's behind the line. Look, Sid don't play. She knows where that line is.
Yes, we got space, yep.
Yeah. That's gigantic. All right, so John, what do we got?
Ladies, per review, we're going to go and change that from a 2-point shot to a 3-point shot.
Awesome. So another thumbs up scenario from Cheryl Swoops as Sydney Colson is now 4 of 6 from 3, 24 points. Colson with a AU season high of 24. Speaking of 3-point buckets, welcome back to another season of Trees for Threes presented by Aspiration. For every 3-pointer made during this year's Athletes Unlimited basketball season, Aspiration is committed to planting 10 trees, and all by herself, Kelsey Mitchell has planted 40 trees, and Sydney Colson has planted 40 as well. It's a good night from long range here at AU Pro Hoops.
And it is a beautiful thing to watch.
So Team Smith has combined to go 9 for 22 from distance. And it's not like Team Sims is slouching when it comes to the long range shot. 8 of 19 from 3. So it's a whole darn forest vibe here as the teams have combined for 552 points in their 3 meetings this season. So you know when it's Team Smith versus Team Sims, the offense is not going to be a problem.
Well, without even talking about other players on the team, Odyssey Sims and Nalissa Smith alone.
Right? You're looking at 60.
Yeah.
Now I got to do math.
I know,
65 points.
Yeah.
Combined.
Just the two of them.
Ooh, and I went to a land-grant university. I might have pulled a muscle there. Woo! All right, so right now in the game with under 40 seconds to play, Team Smith has the lead, 101-96. In the quarter, with the 50 points per player for a quarter win on the line, it is Team Sims in front by 6 points. Why is this important? The overall leaderboard is snug. Odyssey Sims has been in the #1 spot for 9 days. If Nalissa Smith can win this quarter and the game, that would be 150 win points for quarters and 150 win points for the game. She could erase Odyssey Sims' lead just like that. So here we go. Underneath to Walker, up and in. Walker now has 16 points to go along with 8 rebounds. Full court pressure from Jordan Canada, and she overthrows Lexi Brown. Essence Carson isn't gonna miss from there, and Carson now with 21. It's a 1-point advantage for Nalissa Smith, and Courtney Williams is there for the tie-up and a jump ball. Things are going sideways for Nalissa Smith and Team Orange. The only advantage is Nalissa Smith is 6'4", and Courtney Williams is not.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, just be patient. You have the lead, don't panic. But here's the thing, we know Nalissa has a bad ankle.
Right.
She still should win the tip, but Orange, they have to do a good job of boxing out goal when Nalissa gets up and she tips the ball.
Okay, so 150 win points on the line as Team Sims trailed by 17 with 5.5 minutes to go in this quarter. Jordan Canada for the lead with 2.6 seconds to go. 102-101, Lexi Brown with the dribble, trying to get it ahead to Nalissa Smith. That is no good, and that is how the game ends as Odyssey Sims and company come back from down 17 to not only win the quarter, but win the game. And with that finish, Odyssey Sims continues to have a vapor lock on the leaderboard's top spot as Odyssey Sims and company finish on a 6-0 run. You have grabbed your head, Hall of Famer. What is going through your mind?
Wow. Listen, Team Smith, just call a timeout.
Amen. Take a breath. Relax.
You're winning. Like, you have the lead.
A 6-0 run as Team Sims made 6 of its last 6 shots from the floor. And they weren't jumpers. Everything was at the cup.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why on the jump ball, Kelsey Mitchell runs off the line.
Here comes Essence. Here comes Essence. Shaking our hand. See what happens when you sit in the chair?
When you sit in the chair? I see you.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. We'll see you a lot over there next week, boo-boo. That's all I'm saying. I'm telling you, Essence Carson's come through with 21 points and 8 rebounds. And her 3-point shot was the dagger. She hit 3 of 5 from 3. All season highs for her in AU this season. And Team Smith, all you can say is the word dejected. Dejected.
No doubt. Dejected. But Team Sims did not quit.
No, they did not. Led by their fearless leader who joins us for a chair chat, Odyssey Sims. 33 points, a bulk of those coming after halftime. What did you tell your team when they were down 17 with 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter?
I think our biggest thing was we kept trading baskets. You know, every game, every week is always competitive. You know, no lead is a comfortable lead. I think at halftime when we were down 1, we kind of went into the third quarter a little bit flat. We didn't really have no momentum. We had to literally search for it for 4 quarters, and we found it at the right time. Like, our biggest thing was just staying together, not worrying about the score and getting the quarter. We focused on getting the quarter more than the game, and we said we was going to win the quarter, we were going to win the game, and that's what we did.
All right, you came through with 22 of your 33 points in the second half. So I know that you're the captain. You've been the captain here for weeks on end. Did you sense that your top spot on the leaderboard that you have had a vapor lock on for 9 straight days was slipping away?
Oh, man. I mean, the top 4, I mean, look at the talent this year overall with the 44 that we have here. Half are new faces, a lot of younger players. Credit to Nas Hillman, Nalissa Smith. I mean, I'm up there with good company. You know, I'm a vet, so I'm a little bit on the older end, but the young talent that we have, just to watch them play day in and day out, I love to watch, love watching Liz play. She's a dog. She's so young, ready to just watch her grow. And the younger ones, too, that's here, their first and second years, man, the league is growing and it's just getting bigger, and I'm just happy that I'm playing with them. Like I said, I'm in good company.
Yeah, you are. Oh, listen. Heck of a game for you.
Thank you.
But we've been giving you your flowers, JC her flowers. I would love to give Essence Carson her flowers tonight.
MVP. MVP. I know Essence was struggling a little bit, being hurt. She missed like a week or so, dealing with hamstring issues, but she came back, told me that she was going to be ready this week. Played her at the 4, you know, she played 2, 3, 4, she'll play the 5. You know, she doesn't care about any position that she plays. She's always ready. I had confidence in her today. I told her to stay ready. Proud of how she played. That's the E I know, and that's the E I love to watch.
All right, thanks so much for the time, Odyssey. Enjoy this and enjoy that top spot on the leaderboard for a 10th day in a row.
Thank you.
Good game.
Thank you.
Team Sims coming back from a 17-point deficit in the 4th quarter to win the game, 102-101, as we look at the leaderboard after the win points have been tabulated. And there is Odyssey Sims now with a near 500-point lead, and the MVP votes have not been tabulated yet. So it looks like Odyssey Sims will have no problem being a captain again in week 5, Cheryl.
It's so crazy to think how things could have changed on the leaderboard had Team Smith won this game. But to Team Sims, way to keep fighting and never quit and never give up. They deserve this win.
That is true. I'd like to thank my statistician, Jim Marchione, producer, Casey Carter, director, Sydney Boxell. Team Sims wins 102-101. A reminder, join us for the Athletes Unlimited Weekly Draft tomorrow, noon Eastern on YouTube. Then be sure to join us Wednesday night at 6 Eastern for the final week of Athletes Unlimited Basketball. For Cheryl Swoops and our entire crew, I am Cindy Brunson. Good night from Dallas, Texas.